Welcome back, fellow Clashers, or if it's your first time here, thank you so much for checking out Clash of Clans Attacks, where today, all I can say is, mistakes were made. Yes, everybody's talking about how overpowering the new Town Hall 11 attacks are, but yes, there are still people that of course fail, and some of the very best, including our own Freak Show, have been known to make mistakes that lead to severe trophy penalties. So here, Freak Show starts a typical Gowiwe attack against a Town Hall 11 with two single target Infernos. What could possibly go wrong, you say? Well, there is a level 20 Grand Warden on defense, and Freak has decided to start from the far side of this base, bottom right, maybe he's right-handed, and he's got a long way to travel to get to that Town Hall, and splash damage, those mortars placed perfectly to rain down on the witches as they close in on the center of this base. So the Earthquake spell, kind of curious placement. I usually try to go closer to the Town Hall, but also the way this base is set up, you can't really Earthquake as many structures as normal, so that could be part of the problem. Normally a good Earthquake spell, good for several thousand in damage, not going to happen here. There goes the Rage spell. Freak Show still has a jump spell left, hoping those units will get there. He has not used the Grand Warden's ability yet, and there it goes. But a lot of units were already down, suffering damage as they moved in, so maybe a little bit late on that Warden's ability, but there is certainly a learning curve for all of us to get used to the Warden's placement and timing for that active Eternal Tome ability. So we're getting close, but you can see the Queen has already used her ability as well, and she is down to about 20% health. She's closing in on the Town Hall, but it doesn't look good because there's a lot of structures in the area. The Grand Warden, he's got that range, but there goes the Queen. And now the Grand Warden, well, he's relatively weak. The staff, not the greatest offensive weapon. And although he's just racing against the Expo looks like it has the advantage. It's going to be close. But as time counts down, we can see the Grand Warden is going to lose. He goes to sleep, and so will 28 of Freak Show's hard-earned Legend League trophies. So those Town Hall 11 attacks not as invincible as they first seemed, especially as we start to come across more and more upgraded bases. Here we've got another Lost Phoenix legend in the name of Greg OC, and he is facing a base with fully upgraded wizard towers. Check it out, 5 level 9 wizard towers and an unusual assortment of spells. 2 jump spells and 4 earthquake spells, in addition to the freeze and rage. So no poison spells whatsoever, so whatever comes out of that clan castle, he is going to have to deal with organically, or so to speak. He's moving in, he's got some giants along with the wizards and the golems. Wizards clearing those surrounding structures, the witches coming in, but not very many witches. He's used a lot of that troop space for the giants and the wizards. Now the trio of heroes move in together, and they're going in through that big gap straight towards the Town Hall enclosure. But you can see skeleton traps, and now the clan castle has emerged, and it's the ever dangerous multiple archer clan castle. And when you don't have a poison spell, that right there can spell disaster with a capital D, and that rhymes with P, and that's probably what Greg OC is doing in his pants right now, as it doesn't look good for this raid. 34% damage, and most of his units are down. Not a good feeling when you're in Legend League, and so many trophies, so very many hours of work at risk in every attack. And of course, now I have not failed yet, but I'm sure it is coming. You know the gala fails are inevitable in this game. Now, it is something I predicted that we would see some high-level players losing early on, just because, again, it's difficult to adjust to exactly what's going on with the new defenses, with the new Grand Warden on defense. And once again, the Grand Warden on the Town Hall, but can't do it, and another 28 Lost Phoenix trophies evaporate into nothingness. So now we've got Galadon. I've heard of this guy before. Another Lost Phoenix legend, and I'm moving in with the Gowiwe attack from the bottom of the screen. Now I am facing 2 multi-target Infernos, so a little bit less comfortable than, say, a single or 2 singles, of course. And there goes the Eagle into effect in the mid-battle. I drop the heroes down, the witches in behind them. I use the heroes as that last-minute giant bomb probe, and I feel it is kind of risky though, even though I am probing with the heroes, that I'm letting all the witches go down at once. I feel like it's just a matter of time before they all step on a giant bomb and I lose abruptly. But it hasn't happened yet, and knock on wood, it's not going to happen. So we're moving in towards the core. Last jump spell down, units going in. I've got a poison spell helping to counteract those clan castle troops, but they are pouring out once again, archers and wizards all over the place, and that certainly slows these attacks down. I'm starting to feel a little bit of tension here because look at my archer queen way off to the left. I did not funnel appropriately, and she has wandered off from the pack, and she will not be able to benefit from the rage spell, from the eternal tome, or from the protection of the golems, and that is not helping out matters. She's had to use her ability way off to the left just to get through a wall. 55% damage though, but look at the town hall. It can't quite get out of the way. That last witch and her skeleton's working on it, but it's not enough. With just about an invisible amount of health left, it is going to stand. Nothing left to take it down. Everybody else is gone. The warden wandered off to the right. He, again, is a follower, not a leader. And because of his artificial intelligence, it is very rare that you will see him go out and take out a structure on his own, unless, like you see right here, he's the very last unit. I held out hope that maybe he would turn towards the town hall, but that Inferno was in the way, and I walked away with a 1-star win, at least not a loss, the magical 69%. So thank you guys again, as always, for watching all the way to the end of this episode. Please don't forget to check out my other episodes, like, comment, and subscribe for daily Clash of Clans content. And I appreciate every last one of you and hope you all return tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, you're a legend, alright. Legend in your own mind.